All right, all right, all right. You all know why we're here and what we came to do this year. This is only the beginning of a very long season, but Game 1 means just as much as Game 82. Now, we have some new faces here that I really expect to make an impact for us this season. We've already seen flashes of what they can do for us, but I expect all of you to go out there and execute just like we did in camp. Ain't no more excuses. It's time to get serious. If we play our brand of basketball, there's no telling where this team can go. So get out there, get warm, and let's go win this game.
Here we go, my first NBA game. This is something I've been waiting for my entire life. And to be honest, I'm a little bit nervous. But I know this is where I belong. So I just gotta get out there and do what I was born to do. I hope I can make my family proud.
This is it, opening day. The regular season is set to begin, and we're thrilled to bring you all the live action right here on 2K Sports. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. We'll see the Miami. Lifelong dream, a special individual taking to the hardwood as we'll get to watch the first official NBA appearance from Freak.
You know, and what a huge moment this is for him. I mean, your whole life has been spent leading up to this, and finally he's going to get to take the court in the NBA. I mean, his mind has to be racing like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. I mean, there are all different kinds of pressure situations. This is about as nerve-wracking as it gets. But even so, I don't think it takes away from how much he enjoys it.
And for the Hornets, MKG and Zeller at the forward duo. Jeremy Lin is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Jefferson in at the 5. And for the Heat, the big men are Bosch and Whiteside. Freak is out there with Dragic, and it's Wade in at the 3, the small forward.
Nice pass. He got the ball right into his teammate's shooting pocket, on time and on target.
When you think of Kid Gilchrist, one thing that comes to mind is intangibles. He has a desire, an intensity, and a will to win that elevates him to elite status.
Yeah, you know, he never will be a great shooter, and he's still working on his jump shot. But the intangibles, you talked about it, you add heart and tenacity to that. Every team wants a guy like that.
Zeller, and it's Whiteside with the rebound.
That's a shot he's got to hit. You don't get many looks better from that range.
Lin with it, now guarded by Dragic. Zeller, a screen on Dragic. Lin the pass to Jefferson.
And for Big Al Jefferson, he's been a great player in this league, but he hasn't played on that many great teams, and he's never made an all-star team. Hard to imagine.
This is his first trip to the line tonight.
You know, this is not an area where they expect him to contribute. You know, he's a guy that shot below 70% last season.
And we saw it last year, guys, because those numbers were so low, teams weren't afraid to put him on the line where points were hard to come by for him.
And Freak gets it to go on the assist by Whiteside. Freak makes the bucket, an important momentous occasion for this young guy, getting his first points in an NBA uniform. And for Al Jefferson, never making an all-star team, he's got the numbers on offense to get him there. People just feel he's probably, what, Clark, one-dimensional?
Well, you know, even though the all-star game has no defense for the most part, you usually need to play a little bit up deep to have a chance to get there.
Dragic dishes to Freak. Wade kicks to Bosch. And another basket for Miami. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Heat.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the intensity is carried over into their ability to get out in passing lanes and really be disruptive in terms of their opponent's offense.
The Heat leading by 13. It's Dragic with the drive, and he gets it to go. Dragic has got 16.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Anderson, he's checked in for Whiteside. Stoudemire comes in for Chris Bosh. And it's Chalmers in for Goran Dragic.
Well, we know until last season the Heat had been the kings of the Southeast Division. They won 4 straight division titles. But all of that changed last season. Really, they've backed off of working it inside. I mean, they haven't gotten it inside as much as they did earlier in the game. And I think they've got to get back to that.
And so that's the end of the first half. Heat lead by 11. Back after this from the American Airlines Arena.
All right, listen up, guys. Way to come out strong in the first half. Taking care of business, TCB. Our movement off the ball has been fantastic. All you need to do is look at our field goal.
Give it up for your Heat.
Welcome back, everyone, to the start of the second half. Big margin on our hands, but we'll see if that gap narrows. Freaks checked in for Whiteside. Miami with the ball. They're scoreless since the first half. On the court for Charlotte, Zeller and Jefferson are inside. Kemba Walker is out there with Jeremy Lamb, and it's Kid Gilchrist in at the 3. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Here's Freak. And again, it's the Heat missing.
That would have been lucky had it fallen. Poor shot selection.
Yeah, look at the coach's face and the expression. It says all over it. Are you kidding me?
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Outside, Walker. Picked by Zeller. Walker the pass to Lamb. Knocked away. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jefferson.
I tell you what, that's just a major unforced error right there, guys. My goodness.
And Miami making a change here. Stoudemire's checked in. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Batum's checked in. Outside Bosh. Here's Freak. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. And here we see the debut of Freak, the kid from Harlem. His first time on an NBA floor. And Clark, it's a moment that he's worked very hard to achieve, and his family has got to be proud.
Extremely so, Kevin. It's been a long journey for him, but every level along the way, he's found success. High school phenom, playing for a college championship. I wouldn't bet against this kid on anything when it comes to basketball.
Well, with Freak, Clark, there was a question whether he would stay another year in college. Really was a tough decision for him, but he ended up coming out after his freshman year.
And, Kevin, it's really hard to blame a guy like Freak for doing that. I mean, he's clearly NBA ready, and he's putting a lot at risk for every year he stays in school when he could be on the NBA clock.
Such a height mismatch out on the perimeter, and they give up the triple.
Walker dishes to Lynn, feeds to Hansbrough. Charlotte moving the ball around. Right wing, here's Jefferson, and once again off the mark by Charlotte.
The defense better not make a habit of giving him that shot. I mean, he doesn't miss many of them.
Lynn with the steal. Oh, and here comes Walker all alone. Lays it in off the breakaway. Walker's got 10 points. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats for the Hornets?
Defensively, they played with a lot of energy, and the steals we've seen are a result of that aggressiveness.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnovers.
And Charlotte's defense, it didn't really start out incredible last season, but over the course of the year, they climbed the ranks, and by the end of the year, they were a force.
He is just tearing it up this quarter. That lead's not going anywhere while he's this hot.
Now coming onto the court are your Heat dancers. Let them hear ya.
A different look for Miami. And so it's Miami winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves or their fans, but Clark, in the end, everyone's satisfied.
Yeah, you know, it looked like for a moment there the outcome was in doubt, but give them a lot of credit for hanging tough, persevering, and finishing strong.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Dwayne Wade. The fourth quarter was all him. It was like he couldn't miss, and it was just one basket after another.
Well, Dwayne Wade was at his best tonight, fellas. He's a ferocious competitor when he gets in the zone like that. That intensity on defense, those explosive moves to the rim, Dwayne Wade had it going on tonight.
Just a sensational performance on a lot of levels, Ernie. Too many levels to talk about. Man, in some game, he's in the background. He doesn't get the chance to be the star of the show, but not tonight. He's the star tonight. Put him on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you.